Aaron Moran kind of dictates what sort of tags you can give out, but mostly medium closes games and instant parasite closes a lot of games. This is a good hand. So you've seen this on the stream before. This is my destructive trashing removed from game Wayland deck, and I've been having so much fun with it. I really have. Oh, this is a really good hand. The idea is that we want to play Underway Renovation and advance it behind ice and then mill cards out of the game and then arc lock them down. We're not going to keep them out on any of our servers, but this ice is actually like relatively taxing, and if it fires, it's a huge tempo hit. Ideally, we want to start scoring behind a Lancelot and see how things go. Corps are weaker now. For context, weaker than Andy Sucker pre-Jackson. I actually never played pre-Jackson in Netrunner, so I'm not entirely sure. But for the... Oh, they're running archives. Not sure why. Probably play Tapworm? Yeah, there we go. Tapworm and Construct. So now if we have money, they have money. We're not playing best defense, so we can't purge it. We can... Oh, they're Vamps out of the game. That's good. And I forget what this deck has. First game of the night, second M&A. You missed one quick smoke deck. So this card is going to give them money, and this is I forget what it's called. It's some sort of dad deck. It has the word dad in it, and this is made by Mordecai. I'm assuming if they're playing the same deck. And the idea is that with Lamprey, a Tapworm on the table, they're going to make credits, and if we purge to trash it, they'll use a Sacrificial Construct instead. And it's pretty scary. Shutdown for 0 won't do anything because they can just use their sack con, but I think we're going to have to shut down for 0. Yeah, I think that's actually a really good play. Let's draw first once. That's good. We can start rushing now, but let's shut down for 0. The problem is once this is on board, shutdown doesn't work anymore, so we're going to have to use it as much as possible. I'm assuming they're going to get trashed this. Good. And I think they misplayed, right? If we had Consulting Visit into hard-hitting news, we would have won, probably. So that's kind of I think a goof. And next turn we'll purge. I don't want to click for another credit because they'll give them 2 credits instead of 1 for Tapworm, so we'll just draw up. And that's great because now we have an end to run sentry, which is kind of a premium in this game. Once that gun is gone, you can still purge? Yeah, I definitely will purge next turn. And actually, maybe we shouldn't have drawn. Oh, there's nothing else we can do because now we're going to have to discard a card. So, I don't know. Purging just to deny them 1 credit isn't that good. I'm just going to rush faster than they can. This deck isn't running that many breakers. And I kind of know what they have, so let's just go as fast as we can and score this Atlas out. Their Sentry Breaker is... I forget. I don't think they have a dedicated Sentry Breaker. I think it's just Atman. So if they hit this too, it's really good. So let's put this in a new remote. We'll put this behind it. We can score this. We'll probably over-advance it, but we'll see how things go here. Sea Scorch was the other thing, but Plascrete shut that down fast. Yeah, Sea Stars is not a good spot right now. So, they have Link. Oh, I think they're actually running that Sunny's Killer. Whatever that one is. It's probably 4 to install, like 4 to break this, so no worried. They're going to SMC run into this, I'm assuming. Which, if they can't deal with this, which I don't think they are, we're going to be able to trash their Tapworm. So let's reveal and end the run. I wish we had more to reveal them, but that's actually probably good enough. This deck also isn't running Parasite, which is really good. Fire. Okay, so we're gonna trash the program. I think it's better to trash the self-modifying code because we can remove it from game. Because even with infinite money, if they don't have ways to pull out their breakers, they're gonna lose. And we don't have a lot of money right now, so let's just get rid of this. This isn't like a big money Wayland deck. Resolve the program, end the run. So let's leave this on the table. We can always power shut down later. And another SMC. So if we want to score this, we have to score it fast. We can now power shut down for 0 because they ran, and I think we're going to do that. So let's see which one they choose. If they remove both of these from the game, we can arc lock them down. All right, so now Clone Chip won't do anything. Can someone check this deck real quick? Can we just I'm going to just check this real quick. One sec. I don't know whether this is in good spirits or not, but just to see what this deck is running. GiantDad Kate, to see if they have Clone Chip. This is totally, one Clone Chip, so I'm not even caring to removing the self-modifying codes. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. This is the deck I think they're running, Judge. So I think we're going to advance this once, just because it seems pretty safe, and just take a credit. They're not getting anything with the Tapworm, and if they run either of these servers, they might think, oh, they don't have money, let's run HQ, run R&D. These will actually punish them pretty hard. Arc SMC, Ditaki, I think they're running one clone chip, so it's not that important. If they have their clone chip in their main hand, then it's something. This is going to fire. This is fantastic. We gain 2, they lose 2, and we trace them. They have 2 links, so this trace doesn't actually matter, so whatever. It's still a 4 credit swing. Oh, actually, no, we spent 4 resing this, so neutral swing. And an annoying piece of ice. And I guess now we can't afford to score this. They can run HQ all they want. Consulting visit should be scary for them. And we'll go for that. It's about sending a message. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I'd actually probably want to remove the vamp from the game, just because at some point that's going to be a problem. I think we want to over-advance this just so that after that we can put down our underway renovation and start removing their stuff from the game. So I'm just going to click for credits and put Jackson on the table. Next turn we'll score this, and from there we might be in a good spot. We'll see how things go. They get 1 credit with Tapworm. Dieseling up means they could find their clone chip, but even if they find their clone chip, put it on the table, use it, like it's going to be super expensive. Nobody messes with Wayne Corp. Yeah, nobody does. I hope they don't, at least. Beth is not going to do much this game. I think we're going to play as poor as possible. And Archer's actually a really good res too. So let's just score this. 1, 3. Advance and score that out. So now we can tutor next turn. If we tutor that 3-1, we don't have enough money to score it. So hopefully we draw beanstalks. I don't think we're going to ever res that. So let's go. Best eye deck is top deck is that 3-1. Put in the server. Keep going. And they're drawing pretty heavily. We are playing just around the Tapworm. We don't need money, right? What's money for? Money is for mid-seasons. Money's for other things, and we're not playing. And they're playing another Sacrificial Construct. Good for them, I guess. Good for them. And they threw out the last one, so I'm not going to purge. We're not clotting or anything. So we can use this for the 3-1 agenda, but I'd rather just click for credits this turn, considering we'll need them. And if we remove Archer, I think we want Archer. I don't think we need 2 consults. And we are playing aggressively around Tapworm and aggressively around Beth. So they're getting nothing from this. They really introduced some sort of Wayne character. They don't have one, do they? Oh, they're playing all this stuff. That seems like it would matter in a Wayland deck, but it doesn't matter in ours. All right, so this is what we're doing. This is what the deck does. I'm going to use Project Atlas for underway renovation. We're going to put this on the table behind server 1. We're going to advance it and see what we melt. So we got an Inti out of the game. Which means if we arc lock down the Inti, they no longer have a barrier breaker. I don't think we're in a rush, though. Gonna do that one more time. And we got rid of one of their Ciphers. That's even better. That's a lot better. I don't know whether they're ever going to play Restructure. I don't think we are. And now we're just going to keep going. And just keep going. Who's hyped for Daedalus Complex? I'm really hyped for Wayland Fast Advance, but I know that archetype isn't going to have enough cards in it when it comes out. Like, it's not going to be good till the end of the cycle, which is kind of upsetting because we've seen some of the forfeit agenda cards and they're coming later down the line. Oh shit, there we go, Admin 2. So they're probably going to steal this. That's fine. That's okay. So reveal 2. Man, if we had like another end the run, oh, I guess it wouldn't matter. Shit. All right, well, they punished us a bit there, but that's not that bad. So that's 2 credits to break. And they're in. So now Archer's really punishing. If not, we would have just kept advancing and this would have been good. So lucky for them, they have their admin. That's all nice and good. And they stole it. They proper stole it. So we can't score this right away. If we put this on the table and we arc lock them their Inti, that's actually pretty good. And then we can start going from there. So let's put this on. This card's useless now and I'd rather preemptive it back into our deck. So let's get rid of that. Let's put this on a new remote. Let's arc lock them their Inti. Just so they can't bring that back. And we'll just click for a credit. They could run HQ now and we'll lose in a 1 and 4. And that's kind of unfortunate, but that's pretty good. Ideally now we'll just go with this thing. Because the only way that they can break this if they're running the exact deck is by uninstalling or reinstalling their admin, which kind of gives us a bit of breathing room. Advancing this is going to give them Beth credits, or a Beth credit, and it's going to give them taproom credits, which is a bit unfortunate. But we'll be up 4 points, I'm pretty sure. Consulting visit for Arc Lockdown is also an option. I hope we top deck another Underway, because we're going to be as just annoying as possible. And they threw out another SMC, yeah. So I think they probably have breakers in hand. If we go for this, that might be worth it. Let's go for this. So let's put this in server 3. We could also draw up. Nah, let's play this. We advance it. We advance it perfectly on 4 credits so that they're not either getting Beth or Tapworm. Another GiantDad Kate. Yay, Grim. Yeah, this is the Dad Kate. Great dad. And data folding's coming out too. The only problem is at some point they could, like, if they have more money, they could same old thing into Vamp and then make sure we don't have enough money for the Galahad. So at some point we probably want to remove the Vamp from the game. The only thing is as soon as we put a barrier on here that's not 2 strength, and that's the problem I guess with this admin, is that they can break both of these. So we probably want to Arc Lock down the Vamp. Yeah, I think we do. So let's get that Vamp out of the game. Because that's the only other way that they can deal with ice. I think we're not in a rush. Okay, so we have that for next turn. So let's just advance this. Next turn we'll score that. Then we'll put this in. And then after that we can maybe just score at 1-2, the one hostile infrastructure we have. And they're just playing, you know, like they're playing the money game, which is actually really scary because that's why... Oh, why do we have 9 credits? Oh, peace in our time. Okay. Look at you. So let's advance this, score it. We have 2 clicks left, which means that we can actually put 2 separate pieces of ice on the server. They're both barriers, but they're both different strengths, which means admin won't get them through. So let's put this in front of server 3, and let's put this in server 3. We're at 9 credits, which is good because they only get 1 from Tapworm. It's not like money matters anymore because they're getting like 4 or 5 credits at the beginning of their deck. Hey Mordecai, is this the Mordecai? This is like your deck? Because it could be. This looks like a Mordecai deck, isn't it? Wow, I know how to drink water. That's good. Cipher's on the table, so now that they can start running stuff. Not that worried about it. If we got both of the Ciphers out of the game, that would also be good. Oh, hey, Mordecai. How's it going? I'm pretty sure I met you in US Nationals. Right? Right? Pretty sure. And Earthrise Hotel is coming out. I think we just score this and then drop another agenda in there. We probably win. Water OP. Another New Angeles. Going down to 1 credit. So we're good. We have enough to score from hand. We're going to need 7 to res this. But it's not a problem considering we have... what's it called in hand? Beanstalk? I think so. I was on IGDLR Max. I don't think we actually played... Weren't you like OP? You were judge, right? Yeah. Cool, sweet. Well, thanks for dropping by, man. Things are going really good, and like removing this Inti from the game actually does a fair bit, and I don't think this runner is playing aggressively enough considering how few ice we have. Their single multi-axis card, I believe... Oh, source. Well, that's fine. Shouldn't be a problem. Making this a sentry seems bad because they probably do have their sentry breaker by now. You gotta assume they have all their cards in their hand. Playing the source means we can also not. We also can't hostile takeover from hand, but I think we still have enough money for this. Like, we play Beanstalk. What are they throwing out? Nothing important. We play Beanstalk. So we have enough. We need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're short 1 credit. But that's only if we have to res both pieces of ice. So let's put this in server 3, and we have to advance it once just to get around the source. And if they can't stop us or get us down to less than 3 credits, let alone not run the server, that's it. Get good casual for corpse. Yeah, Peace in Our Time is really, really good. I know a lot of people didn't like it when it originally came out because giving the corp money seems bad, but like, I don't think it's that bad. Clone chip on the table. Luckily, that's why we removed the Inti. It looks like that was actually the last card in the deck, so I'm glad we didn't remove the self-modifying codes. That came on the table really, really, really late for them. And like, even if they do have their breakers, they don't have enough money to contest this. They installed all this stuff. A lot of it doesn't matter that much. Actually, I think everything does matter. But like, the fact that we're running at low money is pretty good. Pyatt was great in Diaper. What's Pyatt? Oh, Peace in Our Time. Yeah, it's super good in Diaper. So they're playing Equivocation, which means they're probably going to run RD. They're trashing admin, so now they can charge the server. And this is going to buy them an extra turn, because if they cipher this, they can't cipher the next one. Unfortunately, we don't have... Oh, I guess even if we showed them a Galahad, they would... It would be prevented from trashing with SatCon. Oh, they just jacked out. Why? I thought you were going to admin cipher this. Oh, well. Okay. Good game. Alright, well, we pulled through. I think trashing cards seems good. Rushing also seems pretty good. Like, this deck does take a lot to set up. Same old thing, Vamp. Yeah, Mordecai, they threw out the Vamp actually turn 1, and we just arc locked it down. And that was that. So, that was good. I didn't mean to play Corp. I wanted to play one more of that Runner. So, let's try that again.